The CDC has called it an urgent threat, a potentially deadly fungus spreading in the U.S., and patients in hospitals and long-term care facilities are especially at risk. Miguel Almaguer has more now on the state seeing the biggest outbreak.
The alarming spike in cases has been discovered in more than 15 hospitals and long-term care facilities across southern Nevada. The dangerous and sometimes lethal drug-resistant fungal infection, Candida auris, is spreading across the state at the nation's most rapid rate. The CDC just warned the fungus posed a significant threat nationwide.
In a lot of situations, investigation will reveal that there are many more cases. And, it's just the tip of the iceberg, and it's been spreading undetected for some time.
Showing it can evade antifungal drugs, Cioris, as it's known, can infect the bloodstream, heart, or brain, and is mostly connected to patients in healthcare settings. Spread from surfaces like bed rails or pieces of equipment, the fungus can also survive on the skin. Now in Nevada, where there's more than 1,000 cases, there are signs of community spread.
A lot of these patients are coming in with the infection already. And they have no previous medical history. So in those cases, we know they had to get it somewhere.
Quick to point out, Cioris isn't viewed as the next COVID. Health officials still say if it's not quickly contained, it could become a public health risk.
As the CDC works to find better treatments, those who are healthy are typically not at risk. But tonight, as cases climb nationwide, so is alarm.
Workers at the passport office in Britain launched a 5-week strike today, demanding better pay amid surging inflation. About 1,000 people walked off the job as travelers prepare for the busy summer travel season. It's the latest in a string of public sector strikes across the UK. In Paris, the wheels have come off a popular transit option. Parisians voted overwhelmingly on Sunday to ban rented e-scooters. Commuters and tourists have been able to pick up the scooters and drop them off anywhere. But city officials say they've become a nuisance and have caused hundreds of accidents. Back in this country, NASA named the 4 astronauts slated to fly around the moon sometime next year. The Artemis II crew includes the first woman and the first person of color to go on a lunar mission. The 3 Americans and 1 Canadian were introduced to the public today in Houston. Their mission will be NASA's first crewed voyage to the moon in more than 50 years.
We need to celebrate this moment in human history, because Artemis II is more than a mission to the moon and back. It's more than a mission that has to happen before we send people to the surface of the moon. It is the next step on the journey that gets humanity to Mars.
President Biden called the 4 crew members on Sunday and thanked them for their service. The Artemis program aims to land them on the lunar surface as early as 2025.